Okay, guys, we have this video here from That Micro. We love That Micro. That is called So You're Born Out of Path of Exile. And of course, I want to watch this video because I made a video a long time ago saying or explaining how GGG could manipulate both Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 to make people not get burned out, because we are getting 2-month leagues and jumping back and forth. If you play both games, you could get burned out of playing so much Path of Exile. In my opinion, what is the way how you accomplish it? Don't make the games too similar. If you feel the change when you go from one game to the other, then you are feeling you are playing a different game, and then you are less likely to get burned out and play more leagues. That is my advice to GGG. But let's see what DM has to say in here. I am just explaining why I think this is a cool topic. Because you could say that by going 2 months, it is a lot Path of Exile and you are going to get burned out. How don't do it? Different experiences so that you feel you are doing something new, not get burned out. But let's see.
If you feel like you're burned out from POE, I have some really good advice.
He's going to say not play the game or some dog shit like that. Walk away or turn off the game, play something else, something like that.
Log out.
There you go. There you go. I knew it. I knew it.
Like, as a consumer, you know how many fucks you should give about the company, the development. I'm just being honest, okay? Like, as someone who like buys or plays a game, the amount of fucks you should give about to like the devs, how much how stressed they are. This is how many fucks you should give. You should give zero. That is the job. That is the job of the company to do that. Your job is to play the game and enjoy the game, and if you like the game, to support them to continue the development. Like, even though I'm friends with some of the dudes over there, I like them. They seem like great people, honestly, just from a person side of it. It's not any of your guys' jobs to worry about them. Like,
and they know it. By the way, they know it. Jonathan and Mark have said this all the time in the interviews. Path of Exile is a game that you play a little bit each league, and we expect players to just play a little bit when the new league launches, and we expect the player numbers to drop down because that is the nature of these games. They know it. They are planning for this. They are aware. They are not going to feel insulted if you get burned out. Of course, they will love it if you don't. And I think, since it is a business strategy, they should account for this in their game design. And that is why I am advocating for POE 1 and POE 2 to remain distinct enough that you feel the change when going from one league to the other and you don't get burned out. But at the same time, they are expecting people to sometimes skip a league because they don't want to play a league. They are expecting people to only log in during the league launch and then log out. They expect these cycles. It is part of their business model, right? So don't feel like the game is your job, that you must remain loyal or that you are cheating on the game if you play another game, because that is not how it works, right? It is games, man.
That's they produce it. They get paid to do this. You know what I mean? They are adult men and women over there making a game. That is their prerogative. So, like, as a consumer, just play when you think it's fun. When you don't think it's fun, log out of the game. And worrying about, like I see, there's this parasocialism that happens with, how like streamers and viewers can get that like weird dynamic. I'm noticing that more with like gamers and companies. It's like the companies, you might like the company, but you should give zero fucks. You should just like the game, and it's not your job to worry about them. If you want to support them, sure, buy a pack. It's not, like there's not, you take 0% of responsibility with what happens with the company.
This is entirely true, by the way. You are not earning a percentage of what the company makes. And you could say, well, I get good things if the company does well because I like the game and I want the game to keep going forward. And if the company does badly, the game fucks up. I understand that, and you are correct. But Path of Exile and GGG is in a good spot, right? It's probably in the best spot they have ever been.
You're only a guy playing a game. You don't owe them nothing. And if you give them the money, once they give you the money, they kind of don't owe you anything. Like, you know, I mean, that is what it is. And any more than that is just like, nah, dude, you're in too deep. Like, straight up. I've been there before. So this is by your own logic. Since this is your job, we should not give a fuck about you, Darth. We should give zero fucks and just watch your stream. Absolutely. Absolutely the same logic applies here. Give zero fucks. It is not your job to make sure I'm okay. Watch the stream. When you no longer have fun with the stream, go watch fucking Pox or something. Like, no, absolutely, dude. That is the way it works. Your job in your life is to take care of you and whoever your kids may be and your wife or whatever. That is it. That is all there is.
Base as fuck. Base the enemy here, man.
House of it. Nope. Valid crash out. There's no crashing out. I'm explaining.
That is not a crash out, but he's correct.
Someone was asking a real question about being concerned about the devs. Don't you think there's a limit to this behavior, though? Like, if us as consumers become more and more demanding, then they aren't going to be able to do their jobs because we have unrealistic expectations. You see, this is like the Twitter thing, where it's like the guy sends out a tweet, and then somebody else says something about it, and he's like, that's a whole new sentence. Like, that's not what I said. I didn't say, hey, your job as a consumer is to be demanding. Like, that never was part of the conversation. I said your job is to enjoy the game and just not give a fuck about development or being on the company side of it. Your job is to enjoy a video game.
He's correct, because, but at the same time, I can see the other side what I discussed earlier. But what he's trying to say is, if the company does good or bad financially, or if the developers are happy or not, or something like that, it is not your priority. Because your priority should be your own life, your own enjoyment of the game. They are doing their jobs. Their jobs is to make their game. This is not some altruistic shit. They are working, right? But I can also see the side when you see it from the selfish side. Well, I am invested in the game, so I want the company to do good, so that they keep making the game and I can keep enjoying the game. If the company goes bankrupt, Path of Exile dies and I get fucked, right? But at that point, I don't think that is what this conversation is about, because they are talking about burnout. And this applies more to the case where I can't stop playing, so I want them to do good so I can keep playing. And we are discussing burnout in here, like loyalty to the company. Like, I don't want to play anymore, but I feel that I have to keep playing because I have to support the company. Man, what the fuck are you doing? Play something you enjoy, man. If you are not enjoying it, what the fuck are you doing with your life? We only have one life. Seconds and minutes are a finite resource, and every second you waste not enjoying it, it is a wasted second, man. Oh, it went away. That second right there. This one, look at it. It went away. That second is never going to come back. I wasted that second yapping some dog shit. Right? So you have to enjoy your seconds, man. Also, invest your seconds watching Jazzarus. I hear that guy is fucking awesome. Watch all his videos. You can put the 1.5 speed if you want to save up some seconds. 1.5 speed right there. You save up some seconds and you watch some awesome videos right there. Let's go. Subscribe to the thing. Everything was there, the gameplay and the crafting, but if you are not feeling the game, there's nothing you can do. Exactly, man, exactly. Being terminally online can have this effect. Yep. Honestly, being a chronicle online complainer, you have completely different problems in life than the well-being of some developer. You gotta think about what the fuck you're wasting your life. Exactly. Well, at least for me to earn, but in POE 1 for me, following metas, keeping up with the players, fear of missing out, not really enjoying the build because it's not my own. Yes, those things can, and happens in both, to me, it happens in both POE 1 and POE 2. Like feeling that I am getting left behind in the economy because I don't play an efficient build, because I suck at the game, because I am not playing the meta thing, and I am poor, and I am not making hundreds of divines, and not having divines causes me to not have money to make good videos, doing crazy shit, and then that impacts my content creation shit. Like, I am always thinking about that. But at the same time, if I was playing meta stuff all the time, I would hate playing the game. And I also have to have fun playing the game to make good videos, right? So it is like a set of drawbacks that you have to choose from. So I started this, picking a skill that it looks fun or an idea and try it and playing it at my own pace. Hey, brother, based as fuck. That is also why I do the roulette, the wheel. It is fun, it is content, and it is a way of shaking it up, right?
And when you're not enjoying it, to log out. I didn't say your job as soon as you feel like they're not doing their job is to go to Reddit and spam hate mail or send customer service like fucking angry mail. I didn't say that shit. I didn't say any of that. I said your job is to enjoy the game, and when you're not enjoying the game, to play something else. That's it. These are entirely...
And by the way, the game developers will tell you this directly. They will tell you this.
Different sentences. I'm over here and your other one's way over here. These have nothing to do with each other. This is like going through, it's like going through a drive-through and like I buy a burger and then on the drive, I'm like in the drive.
Bro, he's doing something that I do all the time. I am going to play the game and I remember something that I want to yap about and I pause the game and I yap about it. Then I unpause to play the game and then I remember something else and I pause again and I keep yapping.
Through the burger, and then when I'm leaving the McDonald's drive-through, I'm like, I hope that guy has a good therapist. Like, it's not my job. I don't care. I want the burger. Like, I'm not. I don't. The dude is a nameless guy handing me a bag. I don't care.
Base as fuck. This makes me remember. You guys know that I watch Asmon a bunch. This makes me remember one thing that Asmon says all the time, that when he's out in the world interacting with people, he's doing like, I am not going around with an ego or with some preconception notion or how things should work. If I am buying something or doing something or interacting with someone, all that I am going to do is, what do I have to say to you so that you do the thing that I want you to do? In this case, buying the burger. Okay, I will give you the money. I will say, please give me this, please and thank you or whatever. This is just an NPC that you are interacting with and you are just saying the thing to get the thing that you want. And you could, and I think that is based as fuck, but at the same time, you could say that this is, it is not empathetic towards people, or is dehumanizing, or is depersonalizing towards other people, treating them as NPCs. But at the same time, this is not for everybody. There is a clear distinction between people in your inner circle that you treat normally than people that you are not going to be friends with the guy in the drive-thru to get a burger. This is not going to be your bestie that you are going to go out with them to do stuff, to hang out, right? So what the fuck are we doing, man? I give you the thing, you give me the thing, done. We continue with our lives. And I guarantee you that that dude in the drive-thru that sees 1,000 people every day is treating you the same way. To him, every person that goes through the drive-thru is an NPC. That is how society works. There are too many. There is too many people to be able to care about every single one of them, right? Like, you don't have enough in your heart for that, man. Gotta pick the correct dialogue option. Exactly. You just input the correct dialogue option to get the thing that you want, and you continue with your life. We don't want to waste time in here arguing about something. Oh, no, man. I want to go and do my thing.
You know, yeah, it's nothing to do with the conversation at all. I do because they look depressed, to be fair. Yeah, but I sure as fuck bet you leave with your burger, eat it, and forget all about it about 2 beers and 3 TV episodes later. That shit doesn't... You sleep like a baby after taking that depressed 18-year-old's burger. I know for a fact. Don't even try to be like, I'm a humanitarian. Every time I go through the drive-thru, I walk into the McDonald's and make sure the guy's okay. There is 0% chance I believe that.
Return to your barren
Of
world.
course. If people say something like that, you know they are lying and virtue signaling, because it doesn't work like that, man. And again, it doesn't mean you are mean to people, because if you are mean to people, not only are you a piece of shit, but also it wastes your time. If you treat this person with respect, it improves your time. For example, when you are, I go to a restaurant and I talk to the server and we have a nice conversation about the menu and whatever, your experience is way better. They treat you better. The whole thing goes smoothly. There are no problems. You are being cordial with people. You are being nice to people and things are going fine. But also, you don't have to go the extra mile and go, I don't know, to their house and meet their families. You know what I'm saying?
Burger guy always gets your order wrong. He doesn't deserve a therapist. Look, I played Diablo and gave Blizzard 55 last chances. There's a reason I no longer care. I feel like there's this...
Diablo 4 is going to be good eventually, right, guys? Right. I am starting to get demotivated. You guys know that I am pretty optimistic, that I always believe things will improve. I always have faith, man. I always try when I can to forgive, if it is possible. But the 4 is making me stop believing that it can improve, man. What the fuck?
Distinction between feeling obligated to make sure people are okay and just wanting them to be okay.
My spirit is spent.
Yeah, but like, it's so dramatic. It's too dramatic. It's like, hey, I'm seriously considered, you know, that I'm worried about the health of the Path of Exile devs because they're making 2 games. Like, it's like, okay, these are adults making a video game for a living in a country that is highly, like, restrictive of safety of employees. It's like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like, I know, I got friends over there. I was talking to one of them today about his band. I get it. I get what you're saying. But like, that's not something you have to worry about. Like, you don't have to sit there as like a player of the game and be like heartfelt, feeling like you need to give empathy.
Base as fuck. I agree completely with everything he's saying in here, by the way.
Like, it's save the empathy for the guy who made your iPhone. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just a weird energy, and it feels a little bit like virtue signaling. Like, I'm really worried about the guy that is making my game. Like, okay, what are we supposed to do with that? I mean, we could all come together if you want, and we could write them letters.
Imagine how that guy feels right now. The guy that said that. Like, he made a whole 15-minute rant because this is cut, right? I have to believe this is longer in the stream. He did a 10-minute rant about him saying that he felt burned out and he had to support the developers. How does that guy feel? And now he posted it on YouTube and he's getting a lot of views.
Make an appreciation post on Reddit or go out to Twitter and say how much you appreciate the company and the games. I do it all the time. For people like Camille who make the music, I go out there like, this guy's the fucking GOAT. Do that shit. If you want to encourage them, do that shit. Send nice comments. I promise you they don't get enough comments that are nice ones. But like, the whole concept...
They get a lot of comments. The thing is that not a lot of them are nice ones. It is people complaining, hey, fix the loot in your game. It is dog shit. I only have gotten 1 divine orb all league long. What are you doing with your shit?
Concept of like, I'm seriously considered and, you know, I'm seriously worried about the guys making the video game. It's like, this isn't a thing. I actually think they're making too much of the game and they should probably stop. True.
By the way, I am worried about this thing that he just mentioned. There are people that are saying, oh, it is happening because this is too much POE. We are getting too much POE. 2-month leaks between one game and the other. It is too much. You can't keep up. People, please stop saying this shit. I love the 2-month cycle. I don't want that these people get so loud that GGG listens to them and make leaks longer and then I get less content to do in the year. Please, motherfucker, stop it with this dog shit. GGG, don't listen to them. The 2-month cycle is awesome. I am loving it. Don't change it. It is the best thing you have done ever. Keep it up. It is awesome. Don't listen to this pussy. No, 2 months is too short and I don't have enough time and then I get the... Shut up!
One thing that is proven by this chat today is they can't win. I'll tell you that much. That is going to make me concerned about them. They can't win. They were getting roasted over the coals for being too slow for making 2 games. And now people are worried about them for making 2 games too well. They can't. I tell you, they can't win. Maybe they are. You know what? Maybe they do need help. I would be depressed too. These poor men, no matter what they do over there. Concord Dev said we didn't care about them enough. Make a game that makes you worthy of being cared about. Like, I get it. POE makes more sense than the others because they make a good game. I do care about the dudes, all said and done. All right, I get it.
Brother, that is true in the sense that, dude, I came from playing D4 and WoW, right? And other companies and Blizzard and this, and playing Dota 2 and Valve. With Valve, it's not that dog shit, but they invented battle passes, right? But then you come from WoW and D4 with Blizzard and you play POE with GGG and you see how GGG responds fast to feedback. They release good patches often, a lot of content. They are active, they move fast, they do good content, and you feel like, what the fuck, GGG is the fucking shit, right? You get a little bit invested because you are so surprised, astonished at how good they are. And then you realize that they are a small office in New Zealand with not many people, and they are just there hanging out and doing a game, and you say, brother, this is insane, and you want them to do good. You want them to do good. But at the same time, you don't have to be committed to the thing either, man. You can chill, right? I really care personally, just want to complain. Sometimes complaining is really fun. I do it a lot in a lot of my videos, and people think that it is because I want to be mean or negative. Dude, I am jumping in here because it is fun, and when I get, it is because I am having fun. It is cool. It is fun to do. Clowning around, having fun. What the fuck, man? Nothing matters. You know? Concord is the best game. Dude, Crow. But that is an example. Imagine people that genuinely like Concord. They wanted to support the company and the game to be able to keep playing Concord. But then the company failed and now they can't play Concord. Look at it from that perspective, right? But let's be honest. If people like Concord, it wouldn't have died. So who liked Concord? Like the people who made it.
Whatever. Okay, but like in the general sense, my point stands. So it's like the whole concept of like, did the Concord devs actually said that we didn't care enough about them? Because that is, it's like, yeah, you're right, you got me. The Concord devs on one side blamed everyone.
True, brother. In fact, people were not only not caring about them, but doing the opposite thing. Complaining about them, criticizing them, telling them that their game was dog shit and they deserve to fail and be closed down. Brother, it was the opposite.
Everything on their customers. On the other side, the customers didn't care enough. You know what? Honestly, he's right, though. The customers didn't care enough. You know why? Because the game was not being played. You know how you get them to care? Make a game people want to play. Like, how is this a conversation? I mean, they're right. People don't care about their game. It was proven in the data. Where's the argument? I would just say, true, you're right. The Concord devs are right. You know, no one did care about them or their game. Does that mean they...
Because the game sucked. And people care about GGG because the game is good.
did something wrong? No.
Which, that is the takeaway that you should be taking away from this. Make something good and people will care about it. If people are not caring, what you are doing is dog shit. And I think about that all the time. Why are my videos not getting more views? Why am I not getting more subs? Maybe the videos I am doing suck dick. I think about that. Sometimes you also say, well, maybe it is good, but I am unlucky or whatever. But you have to think about it, man. You have to think about it. It is not always the fault of the world or of other people. Sometimes it is you that you are doing dog shit, right?
Means the game is boring ass, and it's a copy of a better version of a game that did it like 10 years ago. I mean, they did something wrong, yeah, but not the consumer. That's what I'm saying. It's like the consumer is not your family. They don't owe you anything. This expectation that like the consumer should support me and my game because I deserve it is like, no. You know, no, it's not the way it works. You have to earn it. You just don't get things for free. You just don't get respect of the development for free. When Expedition 33 did well, they then come out and say, you know what? We deserved this. They said, thanks for the support. No, but this more serious answer to your question, dude. If I'm worried about POE dev burnout, I'm not. Because the burnout was coming from them having to work like fucking crazy to, 1, get caught up, 2, figure out the cadence for both POE 1.
They had said that it is going to get easier once POE 2 is out, and they are just focused on leaks. That right now it is hard because they are creating all the content for POE 2. But once they get to leak, it is going to be much easier. Jonathan said this.
In POE 2, which they're on the better roll for now. And the other part is like, I don't know if you're familiar with like New Zealand, but they have pretty strict labor laws. Like, they can't just make everyone work all the fucking overtime they want. Also, I've been there in person. Like, I've seen the office. I see the way they work. Like, it's pretty relaxed. It feels more like a LAN party.
That is cool, man. That makes you want to work there even more.
Whipped over there. Like, it's... they're obviously blasting some crazy hours towards the end of it, but, like... But it seems like a pretty good workplace.
It does. It does.
That's the more non-meme answer. Sometimes when I'm burned out for watching Darth on Twitch, I switch over to his YouTube channel. True. True, that's what I'm talking about.
They can't do this just yet.
Sometimes I'll take a day off from Twitch. So that way you guys don't get burned out from me.
Hey, that was a nice video, man. That was a nice video that Micro did. I liked it a lot. It made us talk about a lot of stuff related to Path of Exile, but also to life, to the perspective towards gaming in general, towards GGG, towards gaming companies. So this is cool, man. This is a lot of stuff. Thank you so much for this video, man. And I can't even start to imagine how the person that left the original comment feels, dude. What do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? Am I a genius? Let me know everything in the comments below. I love reading comments even when they don't agree with me. Also, remember to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. God bless ya. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.